Hey, what's up, and welcome to Yoga with Rachel. Are you ready to become a fierce warrior? I know you are. In today's Power Yoga class, we build strength throughout our entire body and work on balance. Please bring along with you some water, take some breaks as needed, and let's get started. Join me by standing at the top of your mat. Feet are about hip distance apart, toes pointing forward. Rock your pelvis forward, roll your shoulders back, and tuck in your chin slightly. Hands come to your sides, palms forward, with the fingertips curling in slightly. Here we are in mountain pose. Feel free to close your eyes or look directly past your nose. Breathe in through your nose, and then out through your nose or mouth. My question to you is, what does it mean to be a warrior? What images come to mind when you consider the word warrior? Or perhaps what qualities come to mind? So whenever I consider the word warrior, I think about Buffy the Vampire Slayer. If you know the TV show that I am referring to, let me know in the comments. Buffy is the main character in the show. She demonstrates physical, mental, and emotional strength, grit, perseverance, compassion. She is resilient, has a growth mindset, is willing to receive help and support, and so on. So what images and qualities come to mind when you consider the word warrior? I invite you to keep these images and qualities in mind as we move today. This will be a very swift flow. Have your water close by, take breaks as needed. You got this, warrior. Breathe in through your nose, and then breathe out through your nose or the mouth. Open your eyes if they were closed. On our next breath in, send the arms up and overhead. Exhale to fold on down, finding your forward fold. Option to bend those knees. Grab opposite elbows and sway from side to side. Find some stillness here. Plant your palms and let's step it back into a downward facing dog. Hips go to the sky. Feel free to walk your hands to the long edges of your mat. You can bend those knees to help straighten through the back body. Feel free to pedal out your feet, reaching one heel towards the earth at a time, stretching it out. All right, let's find stillness. Breathe in through your nose, and then empty it out through your mouth. Anchor through your left heel. Breathe in to send your right foot to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale to shift forward and hug your right knee in towards your heart space. Step your right foot through. Plant your left foot on the earth with toes turning in and heel pointing out slightly. Our back leg is straight. Once you feel stable here, bring your hands to your waistline and begin to rise up. Feel free to make any adjustments with your feet so that way we are not on a tightrope. Let's do our best to square our hips so they are facing the front edge of our mat. Our chest is facing forward. The front knee is bent, stacked over top of our ankle. On our next breath in, send the hands to the sky, palms facing one another. Spread through those fingers, relaxing your shoulders down. We have arrived in our very first warrior pose, Warrior One. Perhaps you consider qualities of a warrior or use that warrior image to help you dig in deeper. We are here for 2 breath cycles. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Bring your hands back to your waistline. Now begin to shimmy your right foot towards the left edge of your mat so that way it's roughly in line with the arch of your back foot. For Warrior 2, you may need to walk your left foot back a bit, toes pointing in slightly. Hips are angled. Sink into that front leg. Breathe in And then on our next breath out, send your arms from left to right. Right arm forward, left arm back. Turn to look past your right fingertips. You got this, warrior. Use the breath to help you find more steadiness and ease in this pose. 2 breath cycles here. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Lovely. So keep your front knee bent. I know that it may be shaking, but that's prana and energy flowing through ya. Drop your left hand to your back leg on the outer thigh or calf. Now sweep your right hand up and overhead. Roll your right shoulder back slightly and bring your gaze towards your hand. We have arrived in a peaceful warrior. 2 breath cycles here. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Make your way back into a warrior 2 pose. Straighten through that front leg. Never felt so good, right? Our hands come to our waistline. Now let's turn both toes so that way they are facing the corners of our mat. Our heels turn in slightly. Let's grow tall through our spines by rocking our pelvis forward, rolling our shoulders back, and tucking in our chin slightly. Breathe in. And then on our next breath out, begin to drop your center closer towards the earth, bending at your knees. Knees tracing over top of our feet as best as possible. The knees may want to turn in, but we are going to say to them, no thank you. Feel free to adjust your stance. Send your arms from left to right and bend at your elbows, finding goalpost arms, palms facing forward. We are here in goddess pose. So whenever I think about warriors, this posture comes to my mind. It is strong, fierce, energizing, powerful, and oh so amazing for our body. 2 breath cycles here. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Let's rise on up. Do a little dance with your hips because why not? All right, let's get ready for warrior 1 once again, but on the other side. Turn your left toes so they are facing the front edge of your mat. Turn your right toes in, heel out, planting the whole foot on the earth. To avoid being on that tightrope, shimmy your left foot towards the left edge of your mat. The back leg is strong and straight. In Warrior 1, our stance is not as wide as it would be in Warrior 2, so feel free to walk your back foot in slightly. Let's do our best to square our hips so they are facing the front edge of our mat. Our chest is facing forward. Our front knee is bent and stacked over top of our ankle. On our next breath in, send those hands to the sky, palms facing one another. Spread those fingers, radiating energy past your fingertips. Relaxing the shoulders down and away from the ears. The legs may be burning or shaking, that's okay. Tap into that inner warrior. Remind yourself that you got this. And we are here for 2 breath cycles. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Lower your hands back to your waistline. Begin to shimmy your left foot towards the right edge of your mat, so that way it is roughly in line with the arch of your back foot. For Warrior 2, you may need to walk your left foot back a bit, toes pointing in slightly, hips are angled. Sink into that front leg, bringing your thigh roughly parallel to the sky. Our front knee remains stacked over our ankle. Breathe in, and then on our next breath out, send your arms from left to right. Left arm forward, right arm back. Turn to look past your left fingertips. Perhaps you smile here, make a silly face. Do what you need to do to persevere through the challenge. 2 breath cycles here. Let's breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Let's make our way back into that peaceful warrior. Keep your front knee bent. Drop your right hand to your back leg, resting on the outer thigh or calf muscle. Now sweep your left hand up and overhead. Roll your left shoulder back slightly and bring your gaze towards your hand. We are here for 2 breath cycles. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now make your way back into a warrior 2 pose. Straighten through that front leg. Our hands come back to our waistline. Turn your left toes in. And now let's begin to heel toe our feet back together until they are flush together. We will meet in a mountain pose. Breathe in to send your hands to the sky. Exhale, hands come to heart in prayer position. Bow your head. Feel free to close your eyes here. Take a loving and juicy breath in through your nose and then breathe on out through your nose or your mouth. Well, warrior, you did an amazing job. I am so proud of you for showing up today and giving it your all. Even if there were some challenging moments, it is all good. We learn and grow from these challenges. Thank you so very much for being here. Subscribe to Yoga with Rachel for more fantastic yoga and wellness content. Let's take one final breath in together and then empty it out. Take good care, my friends. Namaste. Thank you, Rachel Pickler Yoga and Nancy, for being a part of the Yoga with Rachel community. I appreciate your feedback and support.